sports fans, to America's #1 wrestling program, Southwest Championship Wrestling. I'm Steve Stack. It's my pleasure to be here at ringside with you. Going to bring you a lot of exciting matches today. You'll see Ricky Morton in action. He'll be in a singles match. Ken Lucas also in a singles match. And one big match I know you're going to look forward to. This combination here I'll be talking to in just a moment. Hacksaw Duggan and Killer Brooks will be going into the ring as a tag team combination, and they are mean, there's no doubt about it. Manny Fernandez is going to meet Chavo Guerrero here on Southwest Championship Wrestling today. You know what a feud those two are having? Maybe we can settle it right here before these TV cameras. And talking about this new tag team combination been put together, Hacksaw Duggan and Killer Brooks, and I know you guys are going around telling how tough and how mean you are. Well, I want to ask, and I know the people want to know, especially about you, Killer Brooks, if you're so mean, why do you carry a chain into the ring?
Hey, the people don't want to know nothing like that. This chain is up in the corner, and it sits there, and if anybody, any of my opponents that get in the ring want to go get this chain, you go over there and get it off the corner. You're looking at perhaps the greatest tag team in the whole world standing here in front of these cameras right now.
Well, you two are big, all about 275, 280 pounds.
Let me tell you something, Steve Stack. Let me tell you people something. We don't claim to be rough. We don't claim to be tough. We are rough and we are tough. What we do in the ring is what we do. We don't care what anybody cares. We do whatever we want to do, whatever we want to do it, and there's nobody that can do a thing. Nobody. As much as we want to do it, too. As much as long as we want to.
There you have a new tag team combination.
Duggan with toe chains.
Hacksaw Duggan, Killer Brooks. And now let's go to our ring announcer, Marty Martinez, for our first match.
For your first match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, one fall, 10-minute time limit. In the right corner, weighing in at 210 pounds from Cleveland, Ohio, Ken Wayne. In the left corner, weighing in at 213 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, Ricky Morton. Your referee, Eric Mannheimer.
Well, the bell sounds. Ken Wayne taking on Ricky Morton. And here at ringside with me, our expert commentator here on Southwest Championship Wrestling tonight, Scott Casey. Good to have you.
Yeah, it's good to be here. I tell you what, this is going to be a fast-moving match. You got one guy, Kenny Wayne's from Cleveland, Ohio. And you've got Ricky Morton, who's from Tennessee, probably one of the fastest wrestlers of all time. And you're going to see a couple of speed burners out here tonight.
Well, Rick Morton, the fans love him. Look at him with that arm drag, drop kick. Ricky Morton with another arm drag, and he snapped Ken Wayne down to the mat.
Yeah, he can hit you 2 or 3 moves, Steve, before you even know what's going on. And I tell you what, he relies a bunch on his speed, and the man is really fantastic in the ring.
Well, Morton holds on to that left arm of Ken Wayne. My first look at Ken Wayne. Here Wayne whips Morton into the ropes. Shoulder tackle. Oh, over the top goes Morton. And this time Wayne picks him up and slams him down. Wayne bouncing off the ropes, and Ricky Morton is not there. There's another one. You know, he's got one of the fastest snap arm drags I've ever seen.
That's right. He gets up underneath his opponent, and I tell you what, he can whip him over just like a whip. I tell you, the man is great. And as he's learned over the years, you always go back to that part of the body you've been working on because that's the weakest part.
Holding on to that left arm, Wayne trying to whip him off. He does. There's another shoulder tackle. This time over the top goes Morton. Another drop kick. What moves from Ricky Morton? Morton, who's had his battles with Fernandez and Blanchard, and of course I know he'd like to have either one of them in the ring, but you can't always get what you want.
That's right. Sometimes you got to wait and bide your time. But I tell you what, the man's patient because he owes Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez and a few of the other guys a few knots on their heads, and I can't wait to see it.
Ricky Morton holding on that left arm of Ken Wayne. They're into the corner. Wayne's in front. Here he comes. Ooh. Look out, he got out of the way. There's another one of those quick arm drags. And Morton looked like he was hurt when he was slammed in those turnbuckles. He come off of there holding his back, but he got out of the way of Ken Wayne just in time.
That's right, Steve. You know, conditioning plays a great part of what we do. The people can only see us here in the ring, and we work out hours on end in the gymnasiums and try to keep herself in shape and have a good diet, because it all means so much when you're out there wrestling. And you just have to be in excellent condition to do what we do.
There's Morton. Look at that move. Oh, I've seen guys go through the legs before, but I've never seen it done that way.
No, he went through backwards. That's a new one on me, Steve. You learn something new every day. And like I said, he's going right back to that arm, and he can put enough pressure on it, he can make his man submit. I've seen it done before.
Sure can, especially the way he's been punishing that arm, been whipping it around, trying to pull it out of the shoulder socket when he grabs it and slings him down to the mat.
That's right, he's applying pressure to that elbow, and I tell you what, you can do it. You can make a man submit if you use enough pressure on it. He's leaning back on him. He's got his knee in the small of his back, and now he's got some pressure up on that shoulder area too. And the name of the game, brother, is to make him either submit or beat him. 1, 2, 3, Steve.
Make him hurt, and that's what he's doing, making that left shoulder hurt. Wayne tries to knock him off, reaches in for a side. Looked like he's going to go for a suplex, but he come up with a backbreaker, and Ken Wayne suddenly has turned things around in his favor.
That's right, Steve. You know the tide can turn so fast in a wrestling match. To me, it's the fastest sport known to man besides being the toughest sport. And Kenny Wayne, he's been around a little while, and he knows how to wrestle. He's working on that back, just like Morton was working on the arm. He's going to stay with that back and see what he can do and try to make Ricky Morton give up. That would be a real feather in his hat, since it's his first time out on Southwest Wrestling.
Punishing the back of Rick Morton. He started out with that backbreaker as he caught him off the side. He's been punishing it ever since. Oh, he just about did a complete flip in the air.
That's right, that's right. Whoa, what a big elbow there.
I thought it was over.
I did too, but you know, I never take anything for granted with Ricky Morton, because the man's got a lot of intestinal fortitude, and he doesn't know the word quit. He just stays there and stays in there.
Ken Wayne punishing Ricky Morton at this point in the match. Got him in a bear hug, trying to make him submit. He goes down. Here comes the count. It's one. Is all he got is count one. And once again, Ricky Morton is really taking a punishment from Ken Wayne.
He really is. I tell you what, this Kenny Wayne is he's a newcomer, but he's showing what he's made of. And like I said, he's working on that back. He's trying to weaken the man down. And he's trying for a pinfall right here.
Only one count again, as the referee, Eric Manheimer, dropped right down to the mat, but only a one count. Morton comes up with a fist. Ricky Morton uses his head as a battering ram, trying to knock Ken Wayne back. Morton with a kick to the midsection. Oh, a knee lift really staggers Ken Wayne.
That's right, it was a high knee right in the chest area. And Rick looks like he's revved up and ready to go.
He grabs Wayne, snap there out of that corner. Drops the knee across the chest. Here comes the count of 1, 2, and that's it.
I tell you what, that Kenny Wayne, he's showing a lot of willpower and how tough he is. He's come up with a few surprises himself. It looks like he's on the upside right now against Ricky Morton, but I tell you what, I'm not going to give up on Rick. Whoa.
There you go, over the top. There's that flying cross body block. Here comes the count. It's 1, 2, 3, and it's all over.
Fantastic match, Steve.
Oh, boy, he really took the punishment, too. Ricky Morton really got the punishment, and then all of a sudden, he comes up with a cross body block, comes up on top of Ken Wayne. It's 1, 2, 3, and it's all over, and we got Ricky on his way up here. Ricky Morton coming in here now, and Ricky, it looked like for a while the back that you were being punished with, it looked like you were going to have to submit there for a moment. You almost counted out.
That's right, Steve. The guy's a smart wrestler. He thought he had me hurt with the back, so he stayed on it. But luckily I come out of it and won. But I got something on my mind I like to say, you know. Me and Ken Lucas, we've been together a long time. We've seen a lot of hard times, but a lot of good times. And Tully Blanchard and Gino, Ken hadn't forgot what you did to me out here in the parking lot, brother. Put stitches in my head, bruised my ribs, but we're coming back. And I know that whenever we meet you, the title's gonna be on the line. And that's what we're aiming for. I'll come in, I can say I can do a lot of things to you, but I'm gonna prove it to you, myself and Ken Lucas, wherever we meet you, anytime, any place. Thank you, Steve.
Rick, before you leave, I'd like to say that I heard the word around that Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez think you ought to start at the bottom and work your way up, that you're not worthy of a title shot.
No, Steve, we proved to them, plus we proved to the people of Texas, that we had to come out here, we had to put masks on our face to disguise ourselves, to come out and get a match with them. We did that and we beat you, brother. We deserve it, and we're going to get it some way, somehow.
You notice they're not around here today anywhere.
That's right, Steve. They're not around because you know Ken Lucas and Rick Morton's hot after their trail. But like I said, time and time over, we're going to meet you someplace at some time.
Good luck to you, Rick. You and Ken, and we'll see you again.
Thank you very much.
Ricky Morton, the winner of the first match here on Southwest Championship Wrestling today. And stay tuned now because Hacksaw and the Killer are coming out in a tag team match right after this.
For your next match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, one fall, 10-minute time limit. In the right corner, weighing in at 260 pounds from Waxahachie, Texas, Killer Tim Brooks. His partner weighing in at 265 pounds from New York City, New York, Hacksaw Duggan. In the left corner, weighing in at 238 pounds from Tampa, Florida, Terry Gibbs. His partner weighing in at 220 pounds from San Antonio, Texas, Henry Garcia.
Well, there's the bell for a tag team match, and ladies and gentlemen, the Colonel is back. The Colonel, Buck Robley, his suspension has been lifted. He is now back in the corner of Hacksaw Duggan and Killer Tim Brooks, and I don't want to believe that I would want to be Henry Garcia or Terry Gibbs in this match, Scott Casey.
Well, you're right, Steve, but the one thing you got to say, they're all professional wrestlers, and they have to wrestle everybody.
But those guys are crazy.
That's true. They're crazy. You're never going to see a pair of meaner, nastier individuals in the wrestling ring than Killer Tim Brooks or Hacksaw Duggan. But I tell you what, Terry Gibbs is no slouch. He's taking care of himself. And, whoa, he's got the arm hooked in there. Now,
He ought to go get him. He ought to go.
He better get on him like a white on rice, brother, because they'll take their shots at him, and he better take them at them.
Well, Killer Brooks decides I better get out of here for a while. Here comes Hacksaw Duggan, and Henry Garcia tags in. Henry is grabbed by the hair, and his head is slammed in the turnbuckle. Oh, that hurt.
I'll tell you what, it moved that turnbuckle a little bit.
See that one arm.
That's right, one arm, big high-flying Bill. But Duggan has learned to use his feet as much as he does his hands. He uses his size and his leverage, and when he hits the guy, he almost knocks him to the knees.
265-pound Hacksaw Duggan slams Henry Garcia into the boot of Killer Brooks, who had it stuck between the ropes. Just a new tag team combination, but they've already worked together a few times. Look at Henry Garcia trying something, and Hacksaw Duggan just pushed him off.
That's right. I tell you what, Henry's a tough little competitor, though. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but he may be just a little out of his league here because Duggan will show no mercy for the man and try to permanently injure him.
There he holds Henry Garcia for Killer Brooks, who comes in kicking. Joe Reynoso, the referee, telling Hacksaw Duggan to get out of there. Here's Brooks now going to put him up in the air, way up into the light. And down he comes. Henry Garcia for the second time. Uh-oh. Killer Brooks could have pinned him right there, I believe.
That's right. He's just showing how mean and nasty he really is. And to me, I think he loves to be that way. I don't know. Maybe it stems back to his childhood. He must have had a weird one because the guy, there's nothing nice about the man in any respect.
Well, Terry Gibbs had a hard time getting into the ring as he was so anxious, but he gets the job done when he gets in there. Oh, Killer Brooks from outside the ring, punishing Terry Gibbs. Hacksaw Duggan talking to the referee.
A diversionary. Duggan is taking the referee off while Brooks was beating on him. And there's no call for that.
You know they're going to do anything.
That's right.
Reverse neck breaker. Hacksaw turns him around, snaps that neck. Could be all over. No, Terry Gibbs kicks out of the count of two.
That's right. He's tough. Like I say, you got to be tough and excellent condition to take this kind of punishment. And that's why they call it professional wrestling. It's the toughest game in town.
Killer Brooks kicking, now punching. 275-pound Killer Brooks.
Looks like Terry's on the comeback trail here. He's catching on. He's got that guy, he whips him in. Huge high hip toss.
Killer Brooks throws Terry Gibbs off. Henry Garcia tags in. Now Brooks grabs him by the hair, puts him on the ropes, and what's he going to do with him? He's pulling at the mouth, taking the fingers and pulling at the mouth.
Yeah, oh man, I tell you, that's got to be painful, Steve.
Now he's biting him.
I tell you, yeah, he is 270 pounds. He's going against a guy about 220. And the weight right there should say a lot about what's happening in the ring. But no, he's got to get in there, yank and pull, and gouge the guy and bite him.
I told you, this Killer Brooks is crazy.
He really is. I tell you what, I wish I had a chance against him. I'd show him what biting's all about.
Henry Garcia slammed into the corner where Hacksaw Duggan was waiting for him. Brooks with a knee. That was right to the back of the neck. Now here comes Hacksaw Duggan in. Brooks holds him.
Yep, and Duggan drops those big elbows on him and punches, and they're just weakening him down and more or less look like they're just playing with the guy. They enjoy doing this to people.
Oh, they're going to be tough. There's no doubt about it. The Colonel Buck Robley putting this tag team combination together. Henry got out of the way. Here comes Terry Gibbs back in. Gibbs covers up Hacksaw Duggan, but it doesn't get but a 1 count.
That's right. You got to do more than that to get Duggan. I'll tell you what. You've got to really wear the man down and beat on him. You remember he played pro football for quite a few years, and I tell you what, he's in super shape. He is tough as they come.
Played his college football at SMU University.
That's right. He played pro ball at Atlanta Falcons.
There's Gibbs getting out of there. Henry Garcia coming back in. Oh, Henry wants to punch it out. Brooks comes in kicking.
That's right. Garcia was looking up top, and Brooks caught him with a boot in the stomach.
Henry Garcia getting it from Killer Brooks now as Brooks holds the hair and he's punching.
That crazy look on his face. I tell you what, it's almost like he's insane out there.
There's a headbutt. Henry Garcia goes down. It's a wonder it didn't bust him wide open there with that headbutt.
I tell you what, the man, I'll say one thing for Henry, he's putting up with a lot of pain out there, and he's giving it a valiant effort.
Here comes Garcia off the rope. Brooks got that knee right up underneath the chin. Here he comes, flying through the air, drops that 275 pounds across Henry Garcia, and oh, another 2 count, and he could have pinned him again.
That's right, Steve. You know, to me, this aggravates the devil out of me. And there's no call for that.
Hacksaw Duggan is tagged in. He picks Henry Garcia up. Uh-oh, here he goes.
Crazy look on his face.
Slams him into the turnbuckle, going back to, look how he's carrying him around. Now that's 200 and some pounds.
That's right, like a sack of groceries.
Now he throws him down. He wants Killer Brooks to come in and maybe finish him off this time.
Yeah. It looks like that's what may happen. Yeah.
I don't think Henry can get over to tag out.
No, I think he's dazed. He don't know where he's at or what's going on. And
well, this time they decide to pin him.
yeah, they finally got through with it, but there's no cause for that.
Well, Henry Garcia and his partner Terry Gibbs go down to defeat at the hands of Colonel Buck Robley's team of Killer Tim Brooks and Hacksaw Duggan. And we'll see if I can get Hacksaw Duggan to come up here and Killer Brooks. Brooks is still walking around the ring. Hacksaw Duggan is making his way over here now. Hacksaw Duggan.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that?
I saw that.
That was a present. That was for a present for the Colonel Buck Robley. Colonel Buck, there's your present out in the ring, all hurt and broke up.
Killer Brooks, you could have pinned a man twice and you didn't do it.
Hey, I could pin that man anytime I wanted to. We want tougher competition. Tougher competition. Tougher competition.
Who would you like to meet?
Hey, you bring him in here. You bring him to this TV. Put him in the ring. Now Hacksaw and the Killer will beat him, baby.
Hacksaw Duggan.
There's nothing. There's nothing in the Southwest. There's nothing in this country. There's nobody in professional wrestling that scares, that even worries Hacksaw Duggan and my partner, Killer Tim Brooks. So the wrestling world, sit up and look right here. Look into my eye, and you know what's going to happen when Killer Brooks and myself come in the ring.
Oh, what a tough tag team combination this is. Put together by the Colonel Buck Robley. They're scary. I don't even like them standing around me because you never know what those guys might do. We've got another great match coming up for you here on Southwest Championship Wrestling, and we'll be with you right after this.
For your next match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, one fall, 10-minute time limit. In the right corner, weighing in at 285 pounds, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, bruiser Bob Sweetan. In the left corner, weighing in at 225 pounds, from Kingston, Jamaica, Lester Parks.
Bruiser Bob Sweetan, the man with a devastating pile driver against the young man from Kingston, Jamaica, Lester Parks. It's Parks being forced into the ropes by Sweetan, with Sweetan now laying on the ropes and Lester Parks in front. And Scott, I know you're watching this match because Bruiser Bob Sweetan and you have had some battles. He put you out 8 weeks plus. How's your neck doing anyway?
It still bothers me a lot, Steve, but you know, I cannot say on television just exactly how I feel about Bruiser Bob Sweetan, because for one thing, they wouldn't air it. Now, right now, Sweetan, who can wrestle, has got the man in what we call a front face lock. He's got it locked across his chin. He's applying pressure, and the move is legal. But Lester came back with an arm. But like I said, Sweetan knows his wrestling, and he'll use anything he can, and I guarantee you he will before the night's over, to hurt the man, because he's that type of individual.
Well, it's Sweetan kicking Lester Parks. Uh-oh, here he goes up already. He's going. There's one pile driver. That should be all over now. Very quickly, Bruiser Bob Sweetan. Uh-oh. Oh, he decided, no, he could have pinned him. He could have pinned him. He's going to go for another one. He's got him up. What's he going to do? He pile drives him again. Lester Parks is out. There's no doubt about it. He should have pinned him after the first, and he's going for the third one. Wait a minute. Don't go down there. Scott Casey is leaving up here at the announcer's booth, and he is going into the ring. You see him now going after Sweetan, and Sweetan went for the third pile driver. Oh, Sweetan kicks Scott Casey. Casey in street clothes. Casey coming off with a shirt. Sweetan misses. Casey up. Atomic drop. Oh, you knew something was going to break loose anytime these two guys get in the same arena. Casey really laying it on the jaw. Sweetan trying to knock him out. There's a drop kick with the boots. Another drop kick with the boots. And Sweetan bails out of the ring. Scott Casey with the cowboy boots. There's no wrestling sole on those boots, just a hard leather. Casey still going after Sweetan. Casey couldn't stand to see Sweetan punishing Lester Parks the way he did. Now Casey is really kicking him, gets that boot up on the jaw again. Sweetan is outside the ring. Now the referee, Eric Manheimer, trying to keep Casey off. Sweetan is up on the apron. Oh, and the fans want to get him in the ring. Listen to this crowd. Oh, this crowd is going crazy. Sweetan is staying outside the ring. Scott Casey wants him in the ring. Listen to the noise. And Bruiser Bob Sweetan has left. Sweetan has made his way out of here, and Scott Casey didn't get the job finished. With Casey going in, he couldn't stand it anymore. He really laid the cowboy boots to Bruiser Bob Sweetan, and he is gone. We'll be back with another match here on Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this.
For your next match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, one fall, 10-minute time limit. In the right corner, weighing in at 235 pounds, from El Paso, Texas, Manny Fernandez. In the left corner, weighing in at 220 pounds, from Chihuahua, Mexico, the sensational Chavo Guerrero.
Well, Marty Martinez, our ring announcer, gets out there quickly as the bell rings. And Manny Fernandez against Chavo Guerrero. No love lost between these two. Chavo Guerrero has Manny Fernandez down. Well, Manny Fernandez came into the ring throwing flour tortillas at Chavo Guerrero. And ladies and gentlemen, that was no disrespect to the Mexican people. It was just Manny Fernandez trying to stir up Chavo Guerrero, and he did that. He may have did it, and he shouldn't have. You can't tell because Chavo is really fired up. Chavo Guerrero, Manny Fernandez, scheduled for one fall. The 10-minute time limit here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Boy, Bruiser Bob Sweetan, Scott Casey. I can't get over that yet. The arena is still buzzing because of that match. And then here comes Chavo Guerrero against Manny Fernandez. Over the top goes Chavo. Over the top goes Manny. Over the top goes Chavo. This time a reversal, and it's a hip toss. Manny Fernandez putting Chavo Guerrero down. Drop kick. Another drop kick. Going for a leg dive. He's got the leg. Step inside toe hold. Manny Fernandez having Chavo Guerrero down to the mat. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just been informed that Southwest Championship Wrestling has received word that Bruiser Brody has sent a letter and his eye seems to be getting better and he would like to make an appearance here at Southwest Championship Wrestling very soon. So we'll keep you informed on Bruiser Brody when he is coming back. Manny Fernandez slingshots off that left leg of Chavo Guerrero. Dives into that knee. Locks the legs. He scissors it up. Manny Fernandez and Chavo Guerrero battling out here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Remember, these two men teamed up as a tag team combination, and that wasn't too long ago, called the Mexican Connection, but Manny Fernandez decided to change things. He says he's tired of carrying people on his back. And Chavo's one of them that he said he was tired of carrying. So here they are battling it out. Oh, that's right across the bridge of the nose. Look at Chavo Guerrero move. Had Manny Fernandez down for a 1 count. Fernandez comes up with an arm drag. There's an arm drag by Chavo. Another arm drag. Things moving lightning fast in the ring. Chavo Guerrero holding on to that left arm. Guerrero holding on as Fernandez comes up with a head scissors as he pulled Chavo into it. Manny Fernandez has the head of Chavo Guerrero scissored. Chavo trying to come out of it. He just pulls Manny Fernandez over and Fernandez pushed him down. Oh, Manny Fernandez really has a pressure applied on the head of Chavo Guerrero. Here comes Chavo trying to do a headstand. He can't get out as Fernandez pounds that head down into the mat. Guerrero trying to come up again. He does come up. Oh, and he slaps Manny Fernandez in an arm drag. Another arm drag. And Chavo Guerrero has the left arm of Manny Fernandez. A large crowd on hand enjoying Southwest Championship Wrestling tonight, and we hope you'll go out to the arenas, coliseums, the auditoriums, wherever the matches are held, and enjoy a night with the professionals from Southwest Championship Wrestling. Big forearm by Manny Fernandez knocks Chavo Guerrero down. Fernandez staying on top of him, grabs him by the hair, laces those boots across the face of Chavo. Off the ropes comes Chavo Guerrero, and Fernandez catches him with a punch. Guerrero is down. Let's see if he's out. It could be all over for Chavo Guerrero. The fans are yelling, Chavo, Chavo, Chavo. Oh, Fernandez with a knee right across the head of Chavo Guerrero. Oh, the referee was down. Looked like he was almost ready to slap that mat for the 3 count. And all of a sudden, Chavo Guerrero picked up one shoulder. Fernandez has him behind here with a backdrop. There's another oh, he just about slapped that mat again for the 3rd time. Joe Reynoso was almost unable to stop for that 3 count. It would have been all over, but somehow Chavo Guerrero got his shoulder up. Fernandez kicking. Fernandez is up on the middle rope. Guerrero's in the center of the ring, and Manny Fernandez come flying through the air on top of Chavo Guerrero. Here's a count of 2 again. And Fernandez questioning the count. Fernandez misses that time as Chavo just barely moved out from underneath. Guerrero with an open hand. Another one. Grabs Fernandez by the arm. Takes him all the way across to the turnbuckles in the other corner. Goes up for a monkey flip. Flips him high in the air. This time, Fernandez wasn't there, but Guerrero turns around, dives on top of him with that leap. That cross body block, and he didn't get him out. Ooh, what a chop from Chavo Guerrero. There's another one as he has Fernandez tied up in a rope. Chavo Guerrero has him tied up. He dives in there. He's trying to finish Manny Fernandez off. The referee is trying to untangle the arms of Manny Fernandez out of the rope, and in the meantime, Chavo Guerrero is punching. Elbow. Brings him across the ring. Gets up in the air and knocks him down. Oh, he got him up on his shoulder, just turned him over and slams him hard to the mat. Manny Fernandez reached in, grabbed the trunks, and threw Chavo Guerrero into the turnbuckles head first. See who gets up first. Looks like Manny Fernandez is going to make it up. There comes the chant of Chavo, Chavo, Chavo again. Fernandez and Chavo Guerrero both flying each other with those fists doubled up. What a collision there, both men down. They have to get up by a count of 10. They're up at a count of 8. They go for a drop kick and they both miss. And there's the bell. The time has expired, and Manny Fernandez quickly bails out of the ring. I believe he's got one of the flour tortillas that he brought in the ring, and he's trying to rub it across the face of Chavo Guerrero. The bell's already sounded, ending the match. Now Chavo takes it and turns it around on him. Fernandez drops down, bell's out of the ring. The referee says a draw. Chavo Guerrero and Manny Fernandez battle to a 10-minute draw here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Guerrero stays into the ring. Fernandez is on the outside. I don't think Manny's going to come in. Let's see some of the fans getting on Manny Fernandez. The police officers over there cautioning the fans, and Fernandez is out. Guerrero's in the ring. It's all over. We'll be back with more after this.
For your next match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, one fall, 10-minute time limit. In the right corner, weighing in at 225 pounds from San Antonio, Texas, El Feroz. In the left corner, weighing in at 220 pounds from Phoenix, Arizona, Ken Lucas.
Now, Ken Lucas against El Feroz. My first look at El Feroz, and coming up here in South.
What's going
Dick,
on?
how you doing? Southwest
I just got
champion.
in here, but I see that Buck Robley's back. I seen Scott Casey go crazy with Sweetan, and Sweetan really he deserves everything he gets, believe me.
Well, I'm glad you're back. I missed you early this evening. I knew you'd want to be out here to help out in some of that mess. What a match that was. Did you get to see anything between Manny Fernandez and Chavo Guerrero?
Well, you know the feud going on there. You know how Chavo Guerrero and Manny Fernandez are. You know how Manny Fernandez, how cocky he is. I'm sure Chavo Guerrero and Manny Fernandez is going to go on and on and on. There's going to be no quitting right here with the whole thing, believe me.
Well, in the ring now, we've got Ken Lucas in a singles match. Usually he's with Rick Morton. We already saw Morton earlier. And I don't know much about this El Feroz, but that's the furious one. In the ring, the masked man. Lucas takes him down with a trip of the leg.
You know, I keep on bragging on these two guys, Lucas and Morton, because as a tag team, they're great. As singles, they're great. You know right now that Tully Blanchard, Gino Hernandez hold them belts. You know how bad these men want them belts back, believe me.
Yeah, and not taking anything away from this match, but it seems like I hear the word around that there's a guy challenging you for your championship. They're coming from all over the place. These guys want that championship you got.
That's right. You know, it's a tough road. When you're the champion, everybody wants a shot at you. You know, they're just going to have to get in line. That's all I can say right now.
Well, it's Ken Lucas.
I heard Bruiser Brody's coming back on the scene. I heard his eyes getting better. I heard that you got a note from Bruiser Brody saying he's going to be back here. But the worst thing I've heard, the man around back is Colonel Sick O Buck Robley.
Yeah, he's here. He's already had one tag team combination into the ring. There's Lucas with a big knee lift. And I want to ask you about something. I also got a note that tells me that Alexius Smirnov, the big Russian, is coming.
Familiar with Alexius Smirnov. Wrestled the man one time in Knoxville, Tennessee. Very dangerous individual. He knows what he's doing. He's a seasoned veteran. He likes to hurt people, and I'm sure that he'll be around the Colonel Buck Robley. Right there, I'm going to see right here, the man just put him out in a sleeper.
Sleeper hold, Ken Lucas. We're going to try to get Ken up here for just a minute. And Dick, don't run away, because we got another match. We'd like to talk to you some more as we have one more match to go.
All righty, I sure stick around.
Okay, Dick Slater. Well, Ken Lucas in the ring. Jose Guerra. Jose Guerra came into the ring, and Ken Lucas is going to put the sleeper on him, and he put him out real quick. Well, I think Ken Lucas trying to show somebody what he can do, and the people he's trying to show, I'm sure, is Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez, because he and Rick Morton really want to get hold of those two. Ken Lucas putting two men to sleep. El Feroz was a legal man into the ring. He went down first. Jose Guerra came in to help out, and Ken Lucas put the sleeper hold on him, and he is gone. So Ken Lucas wins it. He's coming up here now. Ken Lucas, congratulations on that victory, but why put the other man out?
The man came in the ring. He didn't belong in there. He told me I choked the man down. I told him mind his own business. He pushed me. He should have never done that. I put him asleep.
Ken, it looks like to me you're trying to show somebody something, and that's showing somebody, I believe, is Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard. You want to show them you're ready for him.
We're ready. Myself and Ricky's ready. I feel this way here, you know, after what happened to Ricky in that parking lot, I've had a lot of restless nights thinking about this. Then we come out here, and we proved to those guys, and we put the mask on that we could beat them. We beat them 1, 2, 3. All we're waiting for is a chance to get to those belts, and myself and Ricky's prepared, and I'll guarantee you one thing, Tully and Gino, and you listen to me real close. Your time's coming, and when it comes, man, there's going to be a lot of things paid back that you've done to people, and Lucas and Morton promise you that.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you, Ken Lucas. One more exciting match coming your way, and we'll have it for you right after this commercial message.
For your next match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, one fall, TV time remaining. In the right corner, weighing in at 220 pounds, from Laredo, Texas, El Tejano. In the left corner, weighing in at 235 pounds from Seattle, Washington, Frank Monte.
Well, Dick Slater here at ringside. And Dick, this is our duration match, the TV time remaining between El Tejano and Frank Monte, and both excellent workers.
That's right. Frank Monte's a good wrestler. I've told you that before. You know, Frank Monte trains hard, keeps himself in top physical condition at all times. Takes pride in how he takes care of himself, takes pride in how he is a professional wrestler. There you just seen El Tejano pull Frank Monte down by the hair.
Well, what do you think about this new tag team combination the Colonels put together of Killer Tim Brooks and Hacksaw Duggan?
Well, I don't think that's self-explanatory. A very dangerous tag team, you know. Both them men, I've told you, I've wrestled Hacksaw before. He doesn't give any quarter, take no quarter. The man don't care about nothing but hurting somebody. And of course, Killer Brooks, man known around the Texas area for a long time as being in the same situation, the same category as Hacksaw Duggan.
Frank Monte holding on that left arm of El Tejano. We were talking about Alexius Smirnoff, the big Russian, coming here to Southwest Championship Wrestling very soon, and everybody tells us how mean he is.
Well, you know how, I'm going to tell you something about Russian competitors. They think in their own mind that not only are they competing for themselves, they're competing for their country, and that's how this man feels all the time. He feels like just because he's from Russia, he believes that he is the best wrestler that comes out of Russia, and he can beat anybody around the United States or come in an area. But he's coming down here to Texas where the people got a lot of pride, and he ain't just going to run over everybody. And I'm sure he's going to be after my title and a few other people too.
Well, we may just have to send him back on one of them Sputniks back to Russia.
Sputniks.
There you go.
Right now, Frank Monte's working on that man's arm.
Trying to injure that arm, trying to work that shoulder. Make him submit or make him hurt bad enough that he'll want to get out of that ring. Frank Monte covers him up in front with a face lock. That's El Tejano in the green trunk.
If you don't remember, a few weeks back, Sweetan wanted to go ahead and brag about he would wrestle Scott Casey. He was going to do this and he was going to do that to me and do that to Scott Casey and do this to a few other people. And it seems like he never gets in the ring now with Scott Casey unless the match is signed. You know, I know there's a lot of matches being signed around the Southwest area, and a lot of men prevail in a lot of matches, but I'd sure like to see Scott Casey and Sweetan in Scott Casey's match, and that would be a bull rope match. Wouldn't you like to see that, Steve?
Oh, yeah, I take that 8-foot bull rope. You know, I haven't seen too many of those, but I know Scott Casey, that's his type of match, and he'll be tied at one end if they should sign a contract like that. I don't think Sweetan is signed for that kind of match, though.
Well, you know, with a Colonel Buck Robley around, you know, the Colonel's always got some kind of plan. He'll sign the match. I believe the man will sign the match, but I believe, like I said, Scott Casey prevails as his own match, and a bull rope match is his own match, and I believe that Sweetan, he'll get everything coming to him.
Frank Monte trying to pin El Tejano. Boy, that referee, I don't know how he stops that 3 count just as they pick up that shoulder. It looked like he was almost gone. Here comes Frank Monte off. El Tejano got a nice flip in there as he got those shoulders up.
You know, El Tejano's a good wrestler. I got to give the man credit. Frank Monte's a lot better physical condition than El Tejano, and he's probably a lot more seasoned wrestler and a seasoned veteran. And Frank Monte knows what he's doing in the ring.
Flying head scissors, a nice move there.
Right, you know, he's got him hooked right here. 1, 2, 3. That's all over.
Got him all over. And Dick, thanks for coming
Listen,
by.
I hate to run. I got to go, and maybe next week I'll be wrestling on TV here. I sure appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Dick Slater now making his way as he has left us, and we want to thank him for joining us. Don't forget, the big Russian, Alexius Smirnoff, is coming to Southwest Championship Wrestling very soon. He's a big Russian. Nothing but mean words we hear about this man, and we hope to show him to you here in the next few weeks. And also, Bruiser Brody will be coming back to Southwest Championship Wrestling. We got a note from him. It may be 3 or 4 weeks or whatever, but he is coming back. The eye seems to be getting better. So on behalf of Southwest Championship Wrestling, my Spanish-speaking friend Rodriguez, Steve Stack saying so long for Southwest Championship Wrestling.
Adiós.